Hey guys, welcome back. I guess it's a cooking with Mr. Pookie. We're going to be doing a air fryer today though. PARIS RHôNE sent us this air fryer. It's a really nice little air fryer. It has 8 different cooking settings, or I guess it cooks 8 different things. It's got different settings for like fish, chicken, fries, things like that. It's a smaller air fryer, so it doesn't take up your whole counter space. And you know, you can kind of see it in the background there. But it's really nice. It's got a nice visible window. It lights up, so whenever it turns on, whenever it starts heating, the light turns on, and whenever it stops heating, the light turns off. So it kind of tells you when it's on and off, which is kind of cool. But yeah, it's a neat little thing. We've used it just a little bit to kind of get used to it, so when we cook this stuff for you, we can do a good job. And I guess we'll get ready to start making some party foods out in the air fryer. Alright guys, we're going to make, I guess they're kind of a rebaked potato, but just in the air fryer. So we've got some potatoes, mostly baked, not all the way. And now I'm going to scoop out all the insides. We're going to put it in a bowl here. We're going to add some cheese, a little bit of butter, and some bacon that's cooking right now. We're going to chop that up and we're going to throw it in there, mix it around real good, and then we're going to re-put it back in the potatoes. We're going to cook them for 5 minutes in the air fryer on about 400 degrees. And then after that's done, we're going to cut up some fresh chive and put some sour cream on it. Alright guys, now that we got all the cheese and the bacon and the potato mashed up in here, you don't have to like make it creamy, just kind of make it a mess a little bit. And then you just scoop some of this into each one. If you've done rebaked potatoes, you kind of know the drill, but it's kind of the same. Just like so, bacon, cheese, and potato all mashed up in there. And then when it's all done, we've got our chives all chopped up, so that after they're done, you can put that on there on top of the sour cream that you put on there, and that way it all sticks, and then serve it. As you guys can see, it's just a tiny little, you know, I don't know the exact size. It's 6-quart? No, not even that big. I don't know for sure, but it's not very big, as you can see, because these are little red potatoes. They're not real big. They're not like the big russets or anything like that. So we'll try to sneak as many in here as I can. Probably looks like 6, so we'll have to do this in 2 batches, but load them in and away we go. Like that. And hit the power button. So it says 292 right now, so temperature, we can go up. Oh, that's 392 is as high as it goes. So it looks like 392 is where we're going to go, so maybe we'll do it an extra minute. We needed to go 5. Mm-hmm. So we will go, let's go 7, because we're not preheating. And I think you just push go. And you can see it light up, and you can see your taters cooking. Alright guys, it just finished, and there they are. Oh, they look and smell delicious. I mean, bacon makes everything, right guys? Alright guys, now we're going to do some bacon cheeseburger bombs. And we just made ground beef because we're going to use this for other things, because there was a lot of ground beef. But sometimes you can make it into a meatball or a hamburger ball if you wanted to, and roll it in here with like all the stuff in it. But we're going to do it like this. So I'm just going to use my fingers and put a little bit of meat in there like that. And then a little bit of bacon. Like so. Wash my hands. A little bit of cheese. this thing together. Like I say, it'd be easier if it was a meatball probably, but this doesn't. It works pretty good. As you can see, I've made a couple already. They're not too hard. And you just roll them up. And if you feel like you need to wrap it around to cover a hole or something like that, you can. Take a little piece and wrap it like that, and just kind of pinch everything around to it, and like that, and we're hoping the cheese and everything will kind of hold it together when we dip it. And there it is. Cheeseburger bomb. Pretty simple. Alright guys, here's our little cheeseburger bombs. You kind of just roll the point around and you kind of fold it all together, and we're just going to see if we can't get all these in here. I think there's... maybe not. Might not get them all in here. Yeah, we will. Ouch. And there they are. Throw that in there. So this says for the temperature to be 350. We're going to go 356 just because. And then the timing right there. What did it say? 5 minutes again? We're going to go 7. We're going to go 7 again because I think that's pretty good. And then start. And you can kind of watch them. If 7's too long, you pull them early. So that's the good thing about this. A little window, you can kind of see what's going on in there. Alright guys, look how those came out. They look delicious. Look like some of them kind of stuck together like biscuits a little bit, but they smell delicious. That'd be really good. I don't know what you could you dip these in something? What would you dip them in? Alright guys, now we're going to make meatball skewers. We just got these for pre-made meatballs from Winco or Wearmart or whatever you got close to you. These were, I think these were pork, chicken, and beef, so all 3 meats. So basically the bologna and meatballs, I guess. But, you know, everybody likes bologna. So we'll set that out there so I can show you how I do it. So what I was doing is I was taking this and I was just kind of folding it into a strip like that, and so it would kind of swell. So I was just making it kind of like that, kind of like a little strip. And you take a skewer like that, and you just go through a little bit, throw a meatball on, fold it, go through a little more, another meatball, a little more, like so, and then one more meatball. And ta-da! Meatball skewer. And these air fry for, this basically everything we've been doing today is air fried for 5 to 7 minutes for at 350. So it's pretty basic, pretty easy. You don't have to be a chef. Lord knows I'm not, so if I can cook it, you can cook it. And the cool thing with these is like you can add like when they're done and they're still hot, you can like rub butter on them or put some butter on them, and like sprinkle on some Parmesan cheese or something like that. Our kids don't really like all that extra flavor and stuff, so you know, you can dip them in marinara, stuff like that. So we'll see. Maybe they'll do marinara, but they didn't want any extra cheese, so we're just gonna make them like so, and we'll cook them up, and that's it. Real easy. Like I say, once again, 350. So we will go temperature down, down. It goes down in increments, so it goes down pretty quick. Seems like 7's the magic number. There it goes. Cooking away. Those smell delicious, by the way. Alright guys, so 5 minutes was the magic number for these. They look delicious. Now we're going to go plate everything up and we'll show you what it all looks like. Alright guys, well here it is, all plated up. You can kind of see it. I'm sure we'll get some good footage of it once it's all done. Really easy, really quick. Air fryer worked flawlessly. It was perfect. It's really nice to have that window because you don't have to like open it and like lose your heat and everything to, you know, see how it's going, because like the meatballs didn't take as long as we thought they were going to, so we were able to see that they were cooking quicker and we were able to pull them early and it was no big deal, and it cooked everything flawlessly. We've tasted everything. It's really good. Good little air fryer, good snacks, you know, Super Bowls, you know, World Series, whatever you guys do for parties, you know, these are pretty good snacks. So I hope you enjoyed another installment of Cooking with Mr. Pookie. Now the dogs are coming in because they can smell the food. Alright, you guys, we'll talk to you next time.